guys, welcome back to my channel, that's MaaOfAllBlogs, and today with us we have Praful Uchil, who is the co-founder of Striders Miles Private Limited. Striders is a running training group with over 27 centers across Mumbai and it's present in over 18 cities across India. They train around 2,500 people across India, and who better could we have on our platform to discuss all about running, running form and all the questions that you might have regarding running. So welcome Praful.
Thank you.
So Praful, you have been, you're the co-founder of Striders. So how long has Striders been in place, and how have you seen the change in fitness and how people have taken up running? Because I remember when I started running, there were very few people who used to run, at least around me, and now I see like a sea of people around me.
Right. So we completed 13 years recently, and we did our t-shirt run yesterday. It was the 13th edition of our t-shirt. This is the time we give one t-shirt to our runners, and we do kind of a mela, kind of a run, a 10-kilometer run. And how long, people, the change that you are talking about, yeah, we have seen it all from the very beginning. With just 15 people who started training with us, today we have 2,500 people training with us across India, and the numbers are growing. So it has been a wonderful change. Thanks to all the marathons being organized across India and across the world also. I mean, so many new marathons that are coming up, and so many new runners getting into the herd.
Yeah, so actually the good thing is, Praful, that I feel that it's good that Indians have also started, getting so much into fitness, because I remember that earlier it would be one or two people you would see in a building, or you would know a few friends who've done a marathon. Against today, where you have large running groups and all, and it's a great initiative by Striders to train such people who from non-runners became runners and then marathoners. So, Praful, my first question to you would be, so how fast and how much training do you think you need to move from a 10 kilometers to a 21, and then from a 21 to a 42?
What you need to remember here is that, the people who have started training now are all hobby runners, and for the last maybe 25-35 years they have not done nothing. They have just focused on their career, and they suddenly want to do a marathon. So it's good that if they start training at a very easy pace, gradually build their mileage from 10 kilometers. They should ideally they should start with 5 kilometers, then graduate to 10 kilometers, from 10 to 21, and 21 to 42. It can take anywhere between 2.5 to 3 years to graduate to a 42 kilometers.
Okay. So and then from a 10 to a 21, how much time do you think?
3 to 4 months is fine.
3 to 4 months is enough. But from a 21 to a 42?
42, yeah. 42 you require a full year training, around the year training with a lot of strength training, core strengthening, so that you avoid injuries.
Okay. And do you think how important is it to strength train, and how important is it to weight lift, and does weightlifting actually make you a faster runner?
Weightlifting, specific weightlifting, it should not be the heavy weightlifting that the sprinters or others do. It is more of less weight and more repetitions, so that the muscle endurance improves. So it is more of number of repetitions that you do, rather than the number of those hardcore weights that the people do. That is to be avoided in this time.
Okay, but how does it? I mean, does it help you become a faster runner?
Yeah, it does. It does. At least what happens is, when you do a speed workout, this kind of training will avoid injuries.
Okay.
The speed workout has to complement with a good strength training.
Okay. So yes, basically the answer is that if you strength train and you weight lift, you do become a fast runner, because finally your muscles become stronger. So you train so many people, Praful, and you said a lot of us are hobby runners, right? We also start at a very later stage in life. I've seen typically people who run marathons start much later in their life to, suddenly you see a jump from, like a 10 to a 21 or 42 happening. So what do you think is like the mistakes? What do you think are the mistakes that runners typically make?
Graduating too soon is the biggest mistake. You're trying to achieve a full marathon or a Comrades or those ultra runs without doing the basic workouts properly or giving more time to train. In the sense, number of years of training is very important here. So people who kind of graduate quickly are more vulnerable to pains, aches, and getting demotivated at the end of it.
Okay, so you're saying that injuries are more prone.
Injuries are more easy.
Okay, and you must be getting a lot of questions from runners. So, what are the most frequently asked questions that you get?
It's like, why am I not losing weight? That's the biggest question. So again, here also we need to understand that running will improve your running form. Once you're comfortable at a certain pace, even the calorie burn doesn't happen or doesn't improve.
Right.
So and there are also people who run and feel more hungry after the workout, and they eat more. So eating right is very important. A diet, a nutritionist has to be on board and giving you the right kind of food, and that's it. And lot of this strength training and cardio training is required.
Question which I have, which I think a lot of runners ask you, is like, what about hydration? How important is hydration, and what is the right way to hydrate during and after a run?
Yeah, here you have to be a little cautious. I mean, listen to your body. I mean, do not just keep having water because somebody's told you that this many liters has to be consumed. Overhydration is also a problem. There will be sodium, drop in your body because of too much of water, and that also can cause giddiness. So, just the right time. You should listen to your body. Everybody feels thirsty at a different level or different time. So when you're thirsty, you should sit in water. Carry a bottle of water always with you when you're on a run. On the long run, when you know that there is no water support, carry a bottle of water and keep hydrating at gradual whenever you're feeling thirsty.
So, how will they decide? Of course, in the practice runs, you're doing something.
Yeah.
But what is the right measure of?
Again, that's depends on the weather and what time you're running and which country or where you're going to. If the humidity is too high, every 2 kilometers maybe you need to sip in water. Or
and when you say sip in water, how much?
Just enough to wet your throat, and because
so
we do not
2-3 sips.
2-3 sips. Yeah, we do not want to feel heavy in the belly.
Right.
And that's why you should just see how much you perspire and how much you require to intake and
do we need to hydrate before the run enough?
Yeah, we need to hydrate. We need to again it's on the body type. So people who sweat more should hydrate a little more previous day, and also have electrolytes so that that is kind of controlled.
And after the run, what is the right measure?
After the run, it all depends on how much you want to drink. I mean, even you can, if you're thirsty, you can have a full bottle of water also. It won't make a difference.
Okay. And do they need to have electrolytes also after the run?
Yeah, after the run also, you need to replenish your body salts.
So another thing which I think a lot of us want to know is how to improve your timing. So for example, if my pace is like a 7 or a 6:30 and everybody wants to reduce it by at least half a minute. So
right.
Or maybe more. So what is the thing that will help us to improve?
So mileage is one thing that you need to put in depending on whether you're doing a 21 or a 42. Mileage is very important. Gradually increase your mileage closer to the race, and then there is a tapering zone that needs to be. You have to follow the tapering zone also. As far as the speed is concerned, that is much before like 3 months before the run. You do a lot of speed workout like intervals and tempo running. That's where the timings will be.
Okay, so you're saying that interval and tempo is what is more important, and putting in the right mileage.
Right mileage is important. So combination of both speed as well as mileage.
Okay. So yes, that is a Praful. So a lot of runners make this major mistake of they put all the effort before the run. during the run, and once the run is over, they forget about taking care of themselves, and they relax, and then the endorphins are high, so you don't realize what's happening to your body. But then you will see a lot of runners, including myself. I've also had this a lot of times where I feel that the injury is now surfacing it. So what is how important is to recover post run, and how do we do that? What are the tips that you need to follow?
Number one, even if you're doing a 21 or 42, 21, at least a week break is required, where you just relax, you just going for an easy walk, you can cycle, you can swim, but do not get into running, any kind of intensive sport, because the reason being, your muscles have lost a lot of nutrients, and they can easily get injured. So no high impact sport after a run. After a 42, at least 15 days of break. You can take an active break. That's again, as I said, brisk walking, cycling, swimming, whatever you like to do is to be done where there is no impact.
Okay, so so you're saying active break means you can still be doing
something, but not
no impact.
No impact.
Okay, and we also have a post-run recovery, right?
Yeah.
Recovery runs post thing, right? So how important are those?
They are important because just stretch out. Just after the run, you can't stretch,
right?
Because again, your muscles you're so tired, and as I said, the muscles have lost all the nutrients, and you don't want to stretch, and you can't stretch. You can just ice it, but after 24 hours, you are able to stretch. So
right.
What happens is you can stretch easily, and that's how your recovery will happen. And then take a good long break from running. Come after maybe 15 days and start your workout again.
So when we say that you have to do like a recovery run or an easy paced run, a lot of times I've seen runners actually not listen to that. They do their easy runs because they're used to running so fast, right?
Yeah.
So they again run fast because they're like, let me finish my 5 kilometers and get away with it. So how important is it to actually listen when you say SCR, like slow continuous running? How important is that?
It is very important. See, your target pace, which is the pace that you're training for, the recovery run has to be 30 to 40 seconds slower than that.
Okay.
It is very important again for the muscles to recover. We do not want them to get strained again. So that's why we do this recovery run. And post that, you can do a lot of stretching. Only after your body is warm, you can stretch, and then that's the way it goes. So if you're doing your first half or a full marathon, here are a few tips. Number one, have an early dinner, a regular dinner that you would have. Try and sleep early because you have to wake up early. You have to reach the venue at least 3 hours before the start of the race. Have a regular breakfast before you go. 2 hours prior to your run, it is okay to have a regular breakfast. Then carry a bottle of water with you when you're going for the run. And do not experiment with anything like your clothes, your food, and especially your shoes. Shoes will be, you have the ones which you have used for the last 3 months for your training. That is what you need to wear on the day of the race. And do not forget to carry a bottle of water because you'll be spending a lot of time at the waiting area. So keep hydrating yourself before the run. Thank you.
So thank you so much, Praful, for coming and giving us so many useful tips. It was a great learning experience, and I hope you guys have also picked up some tips from here, and you have a lot of your questions would have been answered. And if you have anything else, do write to us in the comments below, and we will ask Praful to give us the answers to that. Thank you so much.
Thanks, man.